Trying to find the right commercial audio amplifier is, well, it's a lot like trying to find the perfect roommate for your office.
Yeah, there's a really good way to put it.
Right. I mean, you need something that does its heavy lifting quietly, stays completely out of your way, and crucially, keeps the electric bill low.
Absolutely.
So today's deep dive is looking at exactly that. We are checking out the QSC SPA4-60.
And looking through these specs provided by HDTVSupply, it's really a perfect case study.
Yeah, it shows how modern tech balances that high-end audio performance with, smart energy efficiency for our everyday spaces.
Because we used to just accept that powerful audio meant having this loud, power-hungry box just humming in the corner of a conference room.
Right, but the efficiency here ties directly to its internal mechanics, right?
Exactly. Specifically, it uses this Class D topology and an auto-ramp circuit. That's what actually makes it an Energy Star qualified device.
Wait, let's slow down on that for a second. Class D topology?
Yeah.
What does that actually mean for the power bill at the end of the month?
Well, think of older amplifiers like a dimmer switch on a light.
Okay.
To get a lower volume, they basically burn off the excess electrical energy as pure heat.
Oh, wow. That sounds incredibly inefficient.
It really is. But Class D amplifiers operate a lot more like a rapid-fire light switch. I mean, they turn the power completely on and off thousands of times a second.
So because they are either fully on or fully off, they just don't waste all that energy as heat.
Right, exactly, which keeps the baseline efficiency really high.
Okay, that makes sense. But wait, you mentioned an auto ramp circuit too.
Yeah, the auto-ramp circuit.
I mean, powering down after 25 minutes of inactivity sounds great for the electric bill, but doesn't that mean the amplifier is basically asleep at the wheel?
Not at all, actually.
Because if I walk into a meeting room and start a presentation, is there going to be this, awkward silent delay while the system yawns and wakes up?
No, the wake-up process is completely seamless. The circuit is actually constantly monitoring the line for an audio signal.
Oh,
Yeah. The millisecond it detects one, it ramps up the power from standby so fast that the people in a room literally never know it was asleep.
that's incredible. So the engineering goal isn't just to save power.
Right. It's about reducing operational costs without introducing any friction for the user.
So since that Class D design isn't bleeding off excess energy as heat, there's sort of a causal chain reaction happening here.
There really is. It completely changes the physical design of the box itself.
Because without that massive heat generation, I'm guessing the unit can be entirely convection cooled.
Exactly. And that means zero noisy cooling fans. Plus, without those massive heat sinks and fans taking up all that space, the whole thing fits into a tiny 1RU half-rack space.
Just for anyone trying to visualize that, a 1RU half-rack unit is basically the size of a thick hardback book.
Yeah, it's remarkably small.
Yeah.
And because of that size, it comes with these custom joining brackets.
So you could just hide it completely under a conference table?
Right. Or even mount it on a wall behind a display. And it uses these rear Euroblock connectors, which are incredibly simple.
How so?
Well, you just strip the speaker wire, insert it, and screw it down. There are no bulky custom plugs required at all.
That's super convenient. But, being that small, you'd think it might be weak.
You would think so, but it outputs 60 watts across its 4 channels.
And here's where it gets really interesting. You can actually bridge those channels, right?
Yes, exactly.
So instead of 4 individual 60-watt channels, you combine them to push 100 watts into standard 4 or 8 ohm speakers.
Or even 125 watts into a 70 or 100-volt system.
Which is basically what you'd use to push sound over long distances to, dozens of ceiling speakers.
Right. It gives system designers incredible flexibility. It is a lot like having 2 people carrying separate lightweight chairs, but when a heavy couch needs moving, they bridge their strength together.
Oh, to carry the single heavy load. I love that analogy.
Exactly. You aren't locked into one output configuration. You get discrete channels for standard setups or high power for larger speakers, all from the exact same compact box.
So what does this all mean for you listening? Well, whether you are tasked with outfitting a corporate meeting room or you're just fascinated by how commercial tech is evolving, this really shows how modern spaces deliver pristine audio.
Yeah, and doing it without those massive, loud equipment racks we all kind of grew up with.
Right. High performance no longer requires high visibility or, high energy consumption.
It really is a fundamental shift in how we design commercial environments today.
Which leaves me with a final thought for you to chew on. Places like HDTVSupply are offering up to a 6-year warranty when you register a device this compact.
That's a huge vote of confidence in the hardware.
It really is. And it makes you wonder, as these amplifiers get smarter, smaller, and cooler, Will the massive heat-generating AV rooms of the past become completely obsolete?
It's definitely trending that way.
Yeah, I mean, are we moving to a future where our most powerful tech is just the perfect invisible roommate, quietly doing all the heavy lifting right under our desks?